Now we're gonna talk about overall predictions for the World Cup. Things like the winner, runners-up, golden boot winner, darkhorse team, whipping boys, and choking teams.
Exactly.
So let's start off with obviously, who do you think is going to win the 2014 World Cup?
The Germans.
Germans.
I got the Germans down.
The Germans.
Yeah.
All right.
What about yourself?
I got Argentina.
Argentina. Okay. Well,
Argentina.
I've got them as runners-up. So, who have you got as runners-up?
Germany.
Oh my God! This is like last time. This is just hilarious. Last time I said Spain would win and Brazil would runner-up, and he said Brazil would win and Spain would runner-up. I remember this 4 years ago. Anyway, it's very similar. We just switched it around.
Switched it around. So we're the same finalists. The same finalists making the final.
Yeah.
But we got different winners.
Yeah.
Now, why? Okay, so because we're the same finalists, why Germany over Argentina in a one-off game?
In a one-off game?
Well, in the final.
In a final. So why do I say they get there?
Why? We got the same finalists. Okay.
Yeah.
Why do you think Germany would beat Argentina in the final?
They just got a better team structure, and they've got a psychological edge over the Argentinians in the last two World Cups. So,
but they don't have Messi though.
They don't have Messi, but they've got everyone else. They've got
What is everyone else?
Well, Ozil, they've got the whole midfield: Müller, Schweinsteiger, Khedira, Mertesacker, Podolski, everything. The team's just coming up to its peak, and I think it's time for Germany to win the title. But it's also maybe time for Argentina to win something too. So
I know. I'm getting a feeling that Argentina will finally break through after so many years in a major tournament and win this one. And I think Messi will actually, despite the fact that he hasn't been playing too well in the last couple of months, I think he will have a wonderful tournament and he will take Argentina all the way to the cup.
Totally, I totally understand that, and that's why I've said Messi will win the Golden Boot as well, because I think the way that the team's structured and the way that he's 27 now, the way the team's playing and everything has been centered around him, I think it's just appropriate now that his time has come, and I'm not saying he's going to win the whole thing, but I think that's the reason why I pushed him to go all the way to the final and win the Golden Boot as well.
So you say Golden Boot Messi?
Yes, Golden Boot Messi.
Me too. I got Golden Boot Messi as well.
Yeah, Messi,
I don't know how many goals, but I reckon 5-6 goals probably enough to win a Golden Boot these days.
Yeah, these days, yeah. So I mean, with Argentina, just to go in a bit of detail, they'll have a relatively easy round of 16 game. It'll be the Switzerland group.
Yeah, so I got Argentina versus Switzerland in the round 16, which is they should win.
Yeah. And
then in my predictions, they're playing Portugal in the quarters.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got Belgium, but yeah.
Because you picked the other way around. No.
I know, because I didn't even say Portugal out of the group, so yeah.
Oh, that's right. Okay, that's right. So but you say that they would beat Belgium. Yeah. They would beat Belgium.
Oh yeah.
So I was going to beat Portugal. That would be like a Messi versus Ronaldo quarterfinal.
Yeah.
Messi obviously victors. And semis, the two semis I got, so Argentina versus Spain.
Yes.
And Brazil versus Germany.
Germany, yeah. It was a tough choice, but I said no, the Germans would just bring the tears to 160 million Brazilians. So that's what. Yeah, I have the same semi-finalists. In terms of emerging dark horses and surprise teams.
Okay. What do you have?
I have Japan in the quarterfinals here, making it up to Brazil, but obviously not good enough to beat Brazil. But certainly, I'm very impressed.
So Japan is your dark horse.
Yeah, to make the final eight, and Belgium, sort of, everyone. We talked about this before. They're great anyway, but. Yeah, but if you want to include them as a dark horse, final eight for them as well.
I got a similar thing. Belgium, Japan, but funny enough, I don't have neither of these teams making the quarterfinals.
Oh, okay. So just making the round of 16.
Yeah, he's making round 16.
Yeah. It helps that, my choker team is Portugal, where I say Ghana gets through the group ahead of them. And then when I say Colombia doesn't get through their group, it makes it kind of it makes it easier because Ghana, it's easier for Belgium to beat Ghana and things like that, and it's easier for. And then when I say Japan topping the Colombia group, it's easier for Japan to beat maybe Uruguay or something.
Okay, understood. So you're saying that the choking team is what was it?
I said Portugal won't get through the group. I think Ghana will get through the group instead.
So Portugal are chokers. Ronaldo's going to fail.
Ronaldo's going to fail. That's what I said. That's what I said.
Big call.
Big call.
For me, it's the Netherlands because I don't think.
Oh, sorry, I forgot Netherlands too. Yeah, because I said Spain and Chile from that group. So yeah, Netherlands certainly is another one that's not going to get out of the group. In my opinion. So Colombia as well. So there are three teams that are
three chokers.
Three chokers. Yeah. Yeah,
there's always one.
So
all right, finally, whipping boys of the tournament. Which team will get hammered? Which team can see the most amount of goals in the relationship?
Well, obviously you can't go past Australia in Group B. It's sad to say, but it definitely. I just don't see it. I just don't see them making any sort of impact. The media here is talking about getting some points off Chile. I'm like, that's not even. Chile is even really. The other two teams are scared of Chile, so how can you even say that? It's just ridiculous. I love Australia, of course. I'm going to support them the whole way, but no, they're going to get smashed. And Costa Rica as well.
I got the same thing.
Yeah.
I got Australia and Costa Rica.
Yeah, Costa Rica.
Costa Rica. Well, there are three other tough teams in the group. Got England, you got the Uruguay, and
you never know with England. I think Costa Rica just like win against England or something, But you never know with England. Just get like a really crappy draw like England like did in the last World Cup against Algeria. But yeah, more than likely.
Exactly. So I've got the same whipping boys as you. Australia and Costa Rica. Sad to say Australia one of them. Yeah. Very disappointing, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Well, that's pretty much it. So so I predicted that Argentina will win the third World Cup, and you predicted Germany.
Germans win their fourth World Cup.
Fourth World Cup. Yeah. But any of these two teams can win it. Actually, you can probably say 5 or 6 teams can win. So you got Argentina, you got the Germany, obviously. So you got Brazil, Spain is always going to be there. Potentially even a Uruguay or France could make it through. Okay. Portugal could make it through, depending on Ronaldo's ability to carry the team through. As well, there's about 7 or 8 contenders, pretty much. Genuine contenders. Belgium. Now, what a story that would be if Belgium actually won the World Cup.
Wow. Yeah. And it's not to say they can't do it with their team on paper, but I just think that tournament experience isn't there to go all the way. Seriously, if they get the luck and they can beat anybody with that team. Seriously, on paper they're as good as any other team. I think. On that. But it's just you need that tournament experience that Germany has for so many years, Brazil has, and this and that. That's something you can't teach. Despite I don't think they can win it.
That'll be quite a story if they actually won the World Cup.
What about other teams? What do you think about Italy and Spain, and why aren't they winning it?
Alright, so Spain got semi-finalists. Why are they not winning it? It's a bit because you got a great team, but I think as I said, they're playing Argentina in the semis, and I think Argentina I think Messi really performs to his ability. Yeah. He'll have more firepower to carry him through. Iniesta won't be able to carry Spain through. If Xavi was the same player he was before, then I'll say Spain will probably do it again. Yeah. But he's not there. Iniesta, as good as he is, he's not a Messi.
Yeah, fair enough. And like I was saying before with with Spain, it was we've seen in the last year or so that they've been found out by by the big teams, like Brazil, Italy have knocked on the door a couple of times, and according to the tree, Spain versus Italy could be a quarterfinal. I've said Spain's going to go through in that game, but who knows? Maybe Italy might knock them out in that quarterfinal. I've got Argentina, Spain. I'm just having a second thought right now. It might be Argentina, Italy in the semi-finals. Because I'm just thinking Spain, but I know it just seems Spain's really strong, but I think recently people are starting to find them out. And remember that last World Cup? They deserved it. They fully deserved it. I'm not saying they didn't, but 1-0, 1-0, 1-0. Everyone's it was just a little bit. It just needed a little bit for it to be 0-0 or a penalty shootout or something. They got their one goal, and that's not to say that they're a dirty team. I mean, it's just because they're doing the tiki-taka and everyone's trying to defend. But, so that's why I don't think Spain will win at this time. You can't be that lucky. Yeah, okay. Fourth tournament in a row, you're just gonna get So that's Spain. You any other explaining that you feel you need to do? I mean that's my reason. Do you have any other reason for why Spain won't win it?
Well, as I said, it was just the Messi factor versus.
It was more. It wasn't more. Yeah, from my side, it was more that Spain's gonna. Okay. Yeah.
So that's pretty much my reason. As I said, it's so tough though. Yeah. But I just think Argentina will do it. The time has come. I think it's more. Yeah. I mean, by saying Argentina win the World Cup, a lot of it as well. It's not just looking at the team sheets, also looking at just an instinct really. Yeah. So I have punts. I think Argentina are gonna do it. I just feel like the time's come. Yeah. And they're gonna do it in Brazil, and that'll be the biggest party.
The biggest party. And I'm curious to know. So why do you think Brazil's going to go all the way?
Well, so they're playing Germany in the semis. Yeah. I think Germany, they'll be at the peak, and they'll be on paper. If Brazil wasn't home team, Germany would beat Brazil. Yeah. The only reason Brazil has a chance probably to make the final, to go away, is the home team factor, which is a big factor. But in this case, I think home team factor won't be enough. Yeah. Germany will beat them. Yeah. I'm not sure it's convincing, but it'll be too strong for them in the semi. Yeah. And that's why they will get bumped without. Sadly for Brazil.
Yeah, Brazil. I mean, and we've talked about how Brazil is what it is, but on paper it's still not quite as strong as Germany. Not nearly as strong, in my opinion. Yes. So, except Neymar is wonderful, but I think everyone else on the pitch, Germany's beating. So. Yeah, but you never know. Home ground advantage, but I've boldly, just like you have said, Brazil will lose the semi-final.
Another thing as well, I forgot to mention about Spain. Another reason why I don't think they'll do it is also the fact that to defend the World Cup is very hard. Yeah, it's only been done twice. Yeah, and just to do that is just really hard to do. Yeah. I'm not saying they can't, but I don't think they'll do it this time. I think, as I said. The Messi factor, being unstoppable. So, well, in a nutshell, let's wrap it up. Yep. So, we both believe that final will be a Germany-Argentina final. Yep. In the Maracanã. Yep. Full of sad Brazilians watching.
Yeah, exactly.
And the team won't be there.
A lot of tickets being scalped out at the outside, but anyway.
Well, that's how you make money. Anyway, I'm not encouraging that, but but we have different winners. I believe Argentina will win.
Yep, and I believe the Germans will win. And we both believe Lionel Messi will be the Golden Boot winner.
Only thing I can say is Argentina.
What's a German?
I don't know. If you're German, you should. If you're German supporter, you would know. You don't.
Well, anyway. But well, that wraps up our predictions, and hopefully we're right, and we'll bring on the World Cup.
Enjoy the World Cup.
Yeah.
Cheers.